Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, world? What's going on? What's going on? This is your fiduciary fan, aka the All-Star Advisor of the Moon Group. And I am getting up this morning, getting ready to take me a little Sunday walk around the block. I realized one of the things that I mentioned was black men were failing. And we're failing at alarming rates in a multitude of areas. And one of those areas is actually being the head of household. See, black men, in terms of being the head of household, if you're going to be the head of household, you have to actually be alive to be the head of household. So we can't keep killing ourselves, eating wrong things, eating cheeseburgers, eating this and that, and then think, we're going to be alive to be the head of our house. So if we're going to be these kings and HNRTs and I'm taking the stairs at the moment. I'm trying to do the healthy ground. I'm also taking out the trash. Um, but in being these things, we got the home. Let's see if y'all can see the camera. I might lose signal right quick. I just thought about it. I was on the Wi-Fi in my house. Turn on the camera so y'all can at least see the hallway that I'm walking in. I have my phone right now connected to my head, but I'm gonna put it on my face eventually. But realistically, I'm obviously for the grandma, for the grandma Brooklyn, and it's ironically enough for us to keep grandma Brooklyn. It's funny um, to think of grandma Brooklyn because part of all the crazy stuff that went down was my wife, her favorite uncle, her uncle Junior, uh, is also named Lonzo, and he died on April 18th. Ironically enough, that's my birthday. And when I met her grandmother looked at me in the face and was like, "Oh my God, my Alonzo." Because apparently in the face, I looked to my wife's grandmother like her son. At any rate, I'm out here walking this morning, just trying to get a little bit of my blood pumping. And sending the message that this is something that we can do on the small scale to keep ourselves alive, right? I told you I'm failing my wife. Why am I failing my wife? Because I'm not doing what I need to do to get my health right. So she's got to sit there and see me. Wow. Yeah, I lost my Wi-Fi, but she's got to sit there and see me do things like get sick or go to the hospital, and that's not fair to her. She didn't sign up to be under a man who is not taking care of himself. She didn't sign up to be under the tutelage or the leadership of a man who's apparently, if I can't take care of my own health, incapable of leading her to the promised land, right? So we have to be right and exact, man. Because if I'm incapable of taking care of my health, I'm incapable of leading this woman to the promised land. Period. There's no question about it. Yes, there's some correction that needs to be done by the women, but the correction that absolutely must happen is by us. See, if we don't do what we need to do, then there's no reason that they should fall in line. Heavy's the head that wears the crown, fellas. HNIC, king, boss. We want them titles. We got to live up to them. Damn, these homeless people be fucking shit up. And they smell like shit and piss over here. Oh well, that's what happens with dope things. But anyway, I also want to shout out my brother-in-law. He's in Vegas right now. Um, And in a couple hours, he's gonna go from a single guy to a married man. You know what I'm saying? And that's a beautiful thing. He actually stepped up and kind of did what he had to do to be, right and exact and proper for his wife, and his children that he's going to be having. So, boss, so the goal there is yes, she was a single mother prior to getting with him. She had children. One of the things that's going on though is he stepped in, he stepped up, but now that they're getting married, the older child is going to be allowed to be under the custody of her father. Why? Because he understands that realistically, I can't rear this child when she has a relationship with her father. Her mother needs to move on, and she's with me. But the father still needs to be there for his kid. So the father's going to be there for his kid. And that's one of the things that we can do to help ourselves up in the importance of things. Um, Now, what I am going to do, I am going to go to the corner store and get me a juice. I was going to get a Red Bull, but when I'm sitting here thinking about the fact that as black men, if we're going to sit here and stop killing ourselves, things like Red Bull ain't really good. It's just a bunch of sugar. And to be honest, when I drink it, I usually drink like four at a time, and then I'm up the whole night, and then my heart is beating super fast. And that's not good either, right? I want to send a salute out to another black man who's on these YouTube streets who I follow by the name of Richard Fank. And he's a multi-millionaire black man. He does these videos, ironically enough, very similar to me. He'll get up and record himself just walking and talking. And part of the reason he does this walking and talking is because something simple like walking, like I said, asking my grandmother, how did you live when she was 89? We asked her, how did you live to be 89? She died at 96. She said one of the things she used to do was she used to drink a lot. She said, I used to drink, have lots of sex, and smoke cigarettes. That's the three things she said. But she said what realistically kept her alive was number one, she never had no drama with any of the men she was with. But number two, she used to walk every day. Okay? She used to say that simple thing, just walking, moving your body on a daily basis. Salute Chi. I see you in the building. Salute Toya. Well, actually, not salute to Toya. Good morning, Toya. I generally don't salute the women because I don't want you out there on the battlefield. We need you in a different capacity. So I give salutations to my women, and I give salutes to my men. But salutations is very similar to a salute, but I don't think that the women are necessarily supposed to be particularly on the battlefield. They're still warriors. Like I said, my wife is still a warrior, and she fights her battle in the angle that I need her to fight it. So, boss, you know. Um, but I think that's one of the things that we can actually do to grow as a people. So I'm going to the store. I'm getting something to drink. I'm gonna keep you all with me. Hopefully, I don't lose signal. Um, but yeah, what's going on, Chief? Another day, another dollar. I hear that. Uh, so as you can see, I'm in the store, but I make proper decisions about little stuff I drink. So instead of grabbing a Red Bull, what will I grab? Some kind of juice. What do we have here? Let's see. As you can see, I'm here in the store. What kind of juice we got here? Cranberry tropical, pure leaf tea. Um, Get me a cranberry juice this morning. I'm also gonna get a Gatorade just to, like I said, keep the blood pumping kind of generously, uh, you know, and get my health right. Uh, uh. Let me get two more. Thank you. I got cash today. You know, I'm usually on cards. Uh-huh. You surprised I'm loading with cash today, huh? Next week, brother, we're opening the shop. So on the 11th, we have the grand opening. Yeah, I gave you my business card, right? Yeah. So I manage the money over there, brother. All right. Don't work too hard, Chief. All right. And there we go. All right. I just realized my phone was upside down there. All right. Yeah, y'all. So as you see, I got my little cranberry juice and a Gatorade. And I was gonna get a Red Bull, but like I said, that don't give me energy, to be honest. It gives you false energy. So it don't really have you properly getting right there. Now, I do have the bad thing that I do, which is I am a tobacco user. And I actually want to speak to that too. When we're talking about, the product I sell, life insurance, and things like being a tobacco user triples your price, right? So again, when we look at things and people be like, well, how come life insurance is all equal? Well, it's not, bro. Because if you smoke a cigarette and you apply for a policy versus if you don't smoke a cigarette and you apply for a policy, well, if you're a smoker, you're paying 3 times more just for the simple fact that you smoke. So is that really things are equal? Nah. They're just saying, oh, you smoke, you got to pay 3 times more. We don't even care if everything else is equal. You smoke. 3 times price. Triple. Automatic. Hurry up, cuz, get across that street, catch that bus. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm just taking me a morning walk, kind of exploring the sights and sounds. Actually, let me do this right quick. Uh, I'm probably the most humble, high value man you'll see, because I'm a dude who I sit here and I talk with the homeless people. Um, I chill with a lot of these dope fiends who are out here, especially in New Haven. We got a lot of heroin addicts. You know what I'm saying? They be well, I don't know if you've never been out there, you don't realize it, but you can see them, nodding off. So I give them a little sugar so it boosts their high, so they don't crash and pass out and stuff. But the reality is, it's a cesspool, man. But like I said, simple thing like walking during the day can actually make a huge difference, right? It's got the blood pumping in my system. So now, while I'm walking, I can actually realize, wow, I feel better during the day than if I just stayed in the bed all day. Because when I woke up, my body aches. Why does my body ache? Because I have a lot of deficiencies. Why do I have a lot of deficiencies? Because as a man, I've been failing myself and my family. Why have I been failing myself and my family? Because I want to eat what tastes good, eat a bunch of potato chips. Well, bro, you ain't keeping yourself in apex physical health. Forget about just apex physical health being there. Let's talk about the fact I'm the head of household. I run my house, right? It means I got to protect my house. And yes, physically too. Well, if my health is all in disarray, how can I protect my wife? How can I protect my children? Because if I'm in disarray and I'm physically weak and I'm out of breath, somebody comes to physically assault my wife and children, Well, I'm being a failure as a man, not being physically fit to physically protect them, right? I have to be in my apex form. We as men, there's a snippet that Rael read with me. It says, women, you get the grace of being able to look through the crack of the door. See, men, we have to see the whole thing. And in seeing the whole thing, we have to realize, look, certain things that I do or don't do will or won't be prosperous for my family, my legacy. And until we get that right and exact, gentlemen, we're going to be stuck facing the same merry-go-round of the cock carousel and everything. Shout out to my cousin Blaze. As you can see, we're right here in front of the All-Star lineup. I am your All-Star advisor. And that was it. I want to just, I wanted to go live really quick just to speak to some of the things that I've been seeing going on in these spaces and realizing that, you also can't say you might not like what I'm about to say, but black people are only people who can tell the difference between black people and N-words, right? Chris Rock said it best. I love black people, but I hate niggas. Unfortunately, black people are the only people who have that discernment, and others can't tell from face value from looking what's a black person and what's an N-word. We can. We need to just continue to be ourselves. And what we need, to be honest, is to learn how to discern and differentiate ourselves like others do. You see, if somebody Caucasian goes and does something crazy, they don't say that's white people shit. They say that's that particular white person who's a psychopath. So, Black America, we need to do the same thing and realize, well, oh, those are those boogeyman. Well, that's that particular person who's a psychopath, not us as a collective. Anyway, I'm gonna make this pretty short, as short as I possibly can. I got some folks out there who, if we've done the consult or not, let's do one. And if we have, I thank you for trusting me with your most important aspect of life, which is to help protect your family. How you doing? All right. See, that's what I'm talking about. I just said hello to the sister. She said hello back. So, fellas, we can't be like, oh, they got an attitude. You see, I just said hi. She said hi. Simple. She kept it moving. Beautiful black woman, right? But we can't act like, oh, they just. Maybe some of y'all dudes ain't got the quote unquote swag or the freaking confidence to walk up and say, hello, how are you? That's all. Hi, how's it going? She, what's going on? I got to hit you up, bro. I got to talk to you about some of the stuff we did. Let me know if you need some help clicking on those apps as well, because I need to update some information with you. At any rate, I want y'all to remember that wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. Wipe ass, work in progress every day and see success. And I also want you to remember that when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. I want you to accept the challenge. Right? Also, if you're looking for financial services, find my contact information in the description box. Let's schedule a consult and explore your options. Lastly, if you have a financial question and don't quite know who to ask, email me at a.hall@cgwealth.financial, and your question may be answered on my next live stream. So let's go. Once again, I want to salute out to my brother-in-law who is in Las Vegas right now, and he's gonna be walking down the aisle getting married in a few hours. And it's beautiful. He was like, "Yo, I'm tired of being a little boy." I was like, "What?" He said, "Man, I'm almost 40. I'm tired of being a little boy." I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "I am with this woman, so why ain't I married?" I said, "I don't know. Why aren't you?" He said, "Because I'm being a little boy." A month later, he put a ring on it. A month later, they're moving. They're in Vegas getting married. It don't take long, fellas. Now, what I recommend is that you live with your significant other for a little bit, but I'm not going to get too deep into that. Remember, wipe ass, work in progress every day, and see success. And when people challenge you, they don't challenge you to challenge you, but they challenge you to challenge you. Accept the challenge. Salute.